Hello everyone, I'm teacher Daiyue. Welcome to my online course, Motion Graphic Design. In our last session, we delved into the initial planning and script writing motion graphic. We learned that a good script for motion graphic should be short, well-structured, concise, straightforward, visually striking, and memorable. Now that we have got our script writing down, what's the next step? In today's session, we'll be moving into the second phase of the motion graphic creation process, where we'll explore the art of crafting storyboard scripts. The significance of storyboard script design. Crafting a storyboard script for a motion graphic is pivotal to the success of the entire project. It serves as both the product of MG animation planning and the roadmap for MG animation design and production. During this phase, our task is not just about turning plain text into visuals, visualizing the information we want to convey. It's also about seamlessly connecting scenes, paragraphs, and shots through thoughtful transition design. Storyboard script design is a crucial element in the production of graphic animation and marks the initial step in bringing creative ideas to life. In the world of MG animation production, designing the storyboard script demands careful consideration. What goes into storyboard script design? The storyboard script for motion graphic videos encompasses both the written script and the animation storyboard. When we talk about storyboards, we are referring to individual frames that collectively make up entire animation. Designers take the script as their guide to sketch out the visual details for each storyboard frame, sketching out images or graphics that would later be put into a video. Simultaneously, at the early stages of storyboard sketching, we nail down the overall style of the MG animation. Setting the right style not only impacts brand image, but also influences how the audience experiences the visuals and sounds of the graphic animation. While every project storyboard script will be different, it generally includes aspects like shot numbers indicating the sequence of shots, images providing draft sketches for each storyboard, content offering a textual rundown of the storyboard's narrative, shot types specifying movements like push, pull, shake, pan, follow, and so on, and voice-over script including dialogue for dubbing, sound effects noting the various sounds needed throughout the animation, and duration specifying how long each shot should last. Storyboard script design techniques. First, script crafting. Script design involves tailoring the animation script based on style preferences and the specific needs of animation production. This stage demands a detailed showcase of the story, character traits, and other elements. Throughout this process, careful consideration is given to script text, character roles, and scene elements. This serves as a blueprint for animation production, ensuring the quality of the final graphic animation. It's crucial to maintain the cohesiveness of visuals and narration, vividly presenting character images, actions, and plot details. Second, storyboard composition. Designing a storyboard script for graphic animation typically covers four aspects: visuals, duration, voiceover or subtitles, and storyboard descriptions, which means the content. Beyond merely describing the look of actions and events, storyboard script design requires an underlying logic that drives the narrative. Storyboards act as sneak peeks of the final film, demanding meticulous planning of shot structures and proportional time allocation, which refers to how much time should be allocated to one single shot, including the time costed by the transition. Another thing to consider is transitions between storyboards. During the arrangement in storyboarding, alterations to certain elements of the original script are restricted, and adherence to specified guidelines is vital during production. Third, visual graphic design. Motion graphics shines in communication due to their ability to blend dynamic visuals with effective storytelling. This involves cleverly transforming dense textual information into a visually appealing, concise, and easily understandable form. The focus here is on letting graphics do the task of conveying information. Therefore, the key lies in visualizing complex concepts or monotonous information through thoughtful graphic design. In this phase, it's crucial to first transform text into visually intuitive symbols, such as image-based, symbolic, or index symbols. Second, when tackling abstract concepts, if graphic symbols fall short, leveraging animation becomes necessary, as seen in the short film How to Lose Weight Without Trying.
Take a look at these two blue circles. The blue circle on the right looks slightly larger than the blue circle on the left. Actually, this is an illusion. When something is surrounded by large objects, it looks relatively small. Take away the surrounding objects and you can see that the blue circles are actually the same size. The same type of illusion affects your waistline. When you place a portion of food onto a small plate, it looks relatively large, and so you often end up putting less on the plate. In fact, psychologist Brian Wanzik has discovered that just moving from a 12-inch to a 10-inch plate causes people to eat around 20% less. So if you want to lose weight the easy way, simply switch to smaller plates.
Third, for data representation, using visuals, legends, and well-thought-out illustrations is essential. The emphasis should be on viewer-friendly data visualization, prioritizing readability, ease of understanding, and the obvious principles, steering clear of overly complex charts and legends in favor of clear information communication. For instance, take the short film Strange Japanese People.
Tokyo, Japan's capital city, makes up an extremely small area, but it's the heart of Japanese politics, economy, distribution, and fashion, a true megalopolis. Tokyo is the Mecca, the place everyone wants to live, and so in recent years it's become overpopulated to the extreme. An example, compared to an American who can claim a living space of 180 square meters to himself, there are 11 Japanese people crammed into the same space, but in Tokyo alone, there are 192 people squished into the same extremely cramped living conditions. At the famous
When illustrating the hustle and bustle of Tokyo, the creators used a clever analogy. They compared a 108 square meter area where one person stands alone in the United States to Japan accommodating 11 people. But if just considering Tokyo, that number is 192. By visualizing the data, the content was presented vividly, intuitively, and effortlessly, making it easy for the audience to grasp. Fourth, color plays a crucial role in evoking emotions and triggering associations in viewers. Our visual organs capture colors, and through visual neural pathways, our brains create associations tied to memories based on comparison and stimulation, influencing both physiological and psychological responses. Designers should thoughtfully use color to portray objects or express emotions, catering to users' visual and psychological perceptions, such as tastes, soft feeling, hard feeling, romantic feeling, and fear. Through the strategic use of colors, we can not only visually represent taste, sense of touch, and sounds, but also evoke emotional connections for the audience. For instance, in the short film Dream,
life is like a warm breeze that carries the redolent of spring. The colors that transmute the sky from dusk till dawn. like a little chase sprout that just pushed out the ground dauntlessly. A small water drop that just landed on a wildflower to tell its story from a long itinerary. But I'm an indigent goldfish that is floundering helplessly in this tiny bowl enveloped by hollow plastic plants and just gazing at this beautiful world. A Xanadu. I can't be a part of it. I am a puddle on the street that reflects the blue sky and makes graceful ebb and flow of waves coalesced with the spring breeze. But I'm merely a deserted puddle, wandering aimlessly. Then a bleak, lonely wintry moon devoured my life. The life of warmth, beauty, love, and passion departed. Then time stopped. Everything lost its colors. It froze my heart. And only the whiteness lingered in silence with me.
The extensive use of pink, blue, purple, and fluorescent color, coupled with streamlined object forms, imparts a romantic and imaginative vibe. Fourth, transition design. In graphic animation, the process of transitioning between scenes is what we call transitions. Exceptional transition design can lead a natural flow to the animation video, make it visually captivating, and leave a lasting impression on the audience. Hence, we consider transition design a pivotal element in the storyboard script for motion graphic. Often, when we watch graphic animations, we are amazed by their smoothness and rhythmic pacing. This fluidity comes from the seamless transformation of graphics within individual shots and the smooth connection between shots. Interestingly, some graphic animations are pieced together from entirely different segments, but it might seem like a continuous shot. It all thanks to the unique transition techniques used in motion graphics. Take the video Martini as an example. Its diverse transition effects not only enhance the flow between shots, but also add a rhythmic quality between different segments, significantly boosting the overall appeal of the animation. It's important for you all to understand that since motion graphics are crafted using software, their transitions thus differ from those in traditional film and television productions. Motion graphic transitions come with their own distinct features. The first one is overlay transition. This type of transition often involves directly transforming graphics or objects, covering the previous frame to reveal the next one. Second, camera movement transition. This transition relies on camera movements like zoom in, zooming out, planning, or titling, whether transitioning from a wide view to a close-up or the other way around. It usually unfolds within a large animated scene. Third, transformative transition, a common type in motion graphics. His transition involves unexpected changes from frame to frame, creating striking visual effects that capture the audience's attention and curiosity. The principle hinges on utilizing object similarities such as color or shape. This area demands a fair amount of creativity. Fourth, partial transition. In many scenes, you will notice specific treatments to certain elements, like partial zoom-ins, zoom-outs, dissolves, and more. This kind of transition is achieved through camera movements like zooming, panning, or titling. You can also simulate a camera's animated view by adjusting the properties of two-dimensional layers. While this technique is relatively straightforward, it still requires a keen eye for observation. Fifth, same subject transition. When moving between two shots featuring the same main subject, identical positioning, and consistent actions, you can keep the main subject unchanged while transitioning through background or scene changes. This ensures visual continuity and smooth transitions. 6. Stylish graphic transitions. An interesting way to transition between shots is by adding decorative graphics or color blocks. While this type of transition might not be common in traditional films or animations, it's widely used and adds a unique flair to motion graphics. Summary. Alright, let's go over what we covered in today's class. First, the significance. I stressed the importance of designing a storyboard script in motion graphic production. This step is crucial that requires thoughtful design. I also showed two approaches for writing storyboard scripts in motion graphic. It's important to note that there is no fixed template, but the script should cover 4 key aspects: visuals, durations, voiceover, subtitles, and storyboard description content. When crafting storyboard scripts and sketches, it's crucial to leverage the communicative strengths of motion graphics, using visuals to tell the story. I introduced 4 techniques for visual storytelling: transforming text into expressive visual symbols, using animation to illustrate abstract concepts, effectively visualizing data, harnessing the psychological impact of colors. Lastly, we explored what makes the motion graphics so captivating: transition design. I introduced 6 methods: stylish graphic transitions, camera movement transitions, transformative transitions, partial transitions, same subject transitions, and decorative graphic transitions. Did you remember that? See you in the next session.